What's up guys, Ruben from EsquireLife.com coming at you with another quick video. Today I want to do something a little bit different. In the past couple weeks I've been going on YouTube and looking at all these watch reviewers and Nico Leonard and all that. I mean, awesome videos. And what they're doing is they're doing a tier rating of the different watch brands that are out there. And what I wanted to do, guys, is I wanted to do one too, just to give you my opinion on the brands that are out there. Now, I'm not an expert at watches. I know what I know, but at the same time, I don't consider myself an expert. So sometimes I don't even know reference numbers. But what I want to do real quick, guys, is I want you guys to join me and just to show you what I rate watch brands. And we might do another video in the future, depending on how this one goes, on maybe the different models of like Rolexes and all these other watches that are out there. So guys, stay tuned, guys. We'll see you guys here in a second, and then we'll start rating some watches. Talk to you guys soon. Peace. Alright guys, so let's get started. So really quick guys, I am not an expert at these watches. This is just my personal opinion. But what I want to do is I want to come in here and just rate the brands. I mean, there are some brands that I've never heard of, but I am going to put them in different categories. And as we go along, you'll see the different categories that I've created so I can put those brands on there. So guys, let's get started. I'm excited. Let's check it out. So let's see. Give me 1 second. What I want to do is... What's happening? Alright guys, so let's start off with Patek Philippe. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put Patek Philippe on Big Dick Energy. Yeah, Big Dick Energy. I mean, I don't own a Patek Philippe, and I don't know, I don't think I've ever will. Not because, I don't know, I don't want to get into it, but I don't have a Patek Philippe and I don't own one, but I think the owners or the people that have Patek Philippe's, they got out of Rolls Royces, they get out of Lambos, they get out of private jets. I'm not there yet. Like I mentioned in my last video, I'm a Henry, high earner, not rich yet, but maybe in the future, you know, have positive vibes. But yeah, Patek Philippe is definitely going to be Big Dick Energy. Now, Tag Heuer. I used to have a Tag Heuer back in the day, and I'm gonna put it on piece of shit. I don't know, for some reason, I think back in the 90s, maybe late 90s, early 2000s, everybody was about Tag. Once again, this is just my opinion, but ever since the Link, that was my favorite Tag, and I haven't heard anything after that. So, you know, once again, this is my opinion. I think Tag Heuer is a piece of shit. Now, let's get into Breitling. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna skip around. Casio, I do have a Casio. I'm gonna go ahead and put Casio on would consider. But I do have a Casio. I do have a G-Shock. Everybody has a G-Shock, I believe. It's one of those utility watches. That's gonna last forever. So yeah, I definitely put Casio as would consider, even though I have one. Let's go to the next one. Tudor. I would say Tudor is would consider. Okay, I know Tudor is part of Rolex, and yeah, it's not to offend a Tudor, but for me, Tudor is like, I don't know, how can I say it? It's like Lexus to Toyota. You know, Lexus, and I don't mean to compare Rolex to Lexus, but Lexus is Rolex, and Toyota, because it comes from the same company, is actually Tudor. But I would consider it. I mean, some of their pieces are coming out, you know, like a Pepsi. I don't know. Once again, I'm not an expert. I don't really know what's out there, but I've seen a lot of Tudors. There you go. I should put it on their piece of shit, but Tudors. And yeah, I definitely like it. Alright guys, let's go to the next one. Vacheron Constantin. I'm going to put that on absolute class. I've seen them before, and I don't know, to me they're not really a sports watch. They're more of a classy watch. Maybe because every ones I've seen always have either a crocodile strap or alligator strap, and I always see people wearing it in a suit. So I'm gonna put that in absolute class. Would I consider? Yeah, possibly I would consider. So it's between absolute class and would consider purchasing. Oh my God, I can't even speak today. Purchasing this watch in the future. Zenith. I got to do more research on Zenith. Okay, I've heard good things, but I believe Zenith used to make movements for Rolex. I believe, but yeah. Omega. Let's go to Omega. Need more research on Omega. I have to do. Oh, I went wrong spot. I need to do a little bit more research on Omega. Everybody talks about the Man on the Moon and the Speedmaster. I think they're trying too hard. But like anything, you know, with James Bond and all this other stuff going on, I mean, there's Omega people out there. For me, Omega, I need to do more research before I think about getting that. Gucci, no, piece of shit. Gucci, no, I'm not doing anything with Gucci. Gucci doesn't make watches, you know, so I don't know. It's just like for example, Ferragamo's make shoes. Now all of a sudden they have watches. Nah, I don't think so. Let's see this one. Honestly, I don't even know what it says, so I'm just gonna put it as never heard of. Block Punk, I need to do more research on it. Once again, a lot of cool stuff that's out there, but I have to do more research. I don't want to speak out of content because I don't know nothing about it. So I'm just going to leave it to need more research. Notice that I'm saving the good ones towards the end. Bulova. Believe it or not, I'm going to put Bulova in absolute class. The reason why I want to put Bulova in absolute class because my parents bought me my first watch, and it was a Bulova watch. It was a two-tone Bulova. Obviously, it was gold-plated. And I got into a motorcycle accident, and I think I had that watch for about 4 or 5 years. But when I got into my motorcycle accident, when I woke up in the hospital, the watch was gone. So I don't know what happened. Maybe it fell during my accident, or maybe I got jacked, you know, at the hospital. Who knows? But I like that watch for sentimental reasons because my parents bought that for me when I was in my early 20s. So that was, I guess, an introduction to watches. So I missed that watch. Would I wear it today? No, I wouldn't wear it today. Cartier, yes, Cartier is, you've made it. You know, a lot of celebrities, a lot of influential people wear Cartier, and obviously it's been around for years and years and decades. I do have a Cartier. I have a De Santos, and my wife also has a tank, the tank must. So yes, I would definitely call Cartier, you've made it. So far we only have one big dick energy, which is Audemars Piguet. Daniel Welling, honestly, I've heard of the brand, but I'm just gonna put never heard of because I haven't seen none of his work. Citizen, let's do Citizen as I would consider. Back in my day when I was young, I actually had I think it was called an Eco Timer, which is the solar powered Citizen. Nice watch, very thin, classy. Would it be my everyday watch? No, absolutely not, but I would consider because they're stepping up their game as in regards to making their timepieces look amazing. But yeah, so I would do a would consider. Fossil, I know Fossil owns a lot of things, and back when I was in junior high, I had a Fossil. That's how long it's been since I had a Fossil. I had Fossil watches, I think Swatch watch I had. Jacob & Co. Honestly, I don't like that watch. I don't like none of their watches. Maybe because I don't have their type of money. You know, maybe that. But as far as something that you can rock all day, I have no idea, man. I'm just gonna put it as a piece of shit. This is just my opinion. My opinion. You know what? Let me just do let me do this. Let me go ahead and put need more research, just in case. Jaeger LaCour. Ooh, yeah, that's absolute class. I'll go ahead and put Jaeger-LeCoultre as absolute class. They got beautiful timepieces. Oh my God. They have some skeletons, some tourbillons. Nice, very, very nice. Grand Seiko. I'm just gonna put piece of shit. I mean, you hear the word Seiko, you know, and you think, oh, okay, bottom of the line watches. So to me, in my opinion, they just put the word grand on top of it to charge more for it. But once again, I don't have one, so I can't really talk, but I'm just gonna put it as piece of shit. Invicta. Oh my God, these pieces of crap. To me, an Invicta is like grabbing a Chrysler 300 and putting a Bentley grill on it. Those are ugly ass watches. They're trying too hard. You know, put it this way, man. I walked into it's either TJ Maxx or Ross. They had Invictas in there. What does that tell you about the brand? You know, I'm pretty sure that's the 99-cent store, guys. But people that wear Invictas, they're just trying too hard. They want to look rich when they're really not. So Invicta, piece of shit, garbage. Movement, piece of shit. I'm gonna put that at piece of shit. Versace, same thing, piece of shit. There's another Bulova right there. Timex, I would go ahead and put on there. Would consider. We got some good stuff out there. Grand Seiko, I already did that one. Versace. Hell no, they don't make watches. They make clothes. Why in the hell am I gonna make wear a watch that a clothing brand makes? Let's see, Tissot. I need to do more research on Tissot. Yeah, a little bit more research on Tissot because they make, I believe they make a good everyday brand. It's more of a hipster brand for me. I don't. This is my opinion. More of a hipster brand. So, I don't know. I say we put this Tissot as need more research. Movado. Once again, these watches are watches that I grew up with as a teenager. So they've been around. They have that simplistic dial with the, I don't know, it looks like a little dog bowl at the 12 o'clock position. Piece of shit. Let's keep going. Panerai for me is absolute class. Where'd it go? Where did Panerai go? For me, Panerai is absolute class. Reason being, because I'm rocking a Panerai right now. I'm a big Sylvester Stallone fan. I love Sylvester Stallone from Rocky, from Rambo, from Daylight, from Cliffhanger, from The Expendables. Anytime he comes out with a movie, I'm there. I know he put Panerai on the map, and that's the reason why I love Panerai. It is obnoxious. It's a 44 millimeter. I know they're making, I think it's 40 millimeters now, but this 44 millimeter Panerai is obnoxious, and it just tells everybody, look at my watch. And that's the reason why I like it. If somebody like Sylvester Stallone can wear something like this, by all means. Obviously, he's way high caliber than I am, but at the same time, I'm going to go ahead and put Panerai as absolute class. Seiko, I'm going to go ahead and put on piece of shit. Citizen, oh yeah, we did a Citizen already. Alençon, I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong. Alençon, yeah, I've heard of it, but I don't have enough to say anything. Panerai, there's Panerai again. Let me just put Panerai as, let's see, absolute class, because I lost my other one. Absolute class. All right, let's get to the big hitters, the heavy hitters. Let's see if I miss anything over here. Zenith, Vacheron, Constantine. Yeah, I already did that one. Let's see, G-Shock. Yeah, buddy, G-Shock, which obviously falls under Casio. I'm gonna put on there. Would consider, even though I have one, but yes, Casio G-Shock is amazing. Let's see, let's go to the heavy hitters. Now let's go into Breitling. Breitling's right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put Breitling as absolute class. The reason why is because my first big purchase of watches was a Breitling Super Ocean 46. It was on with the aluminum bezel, blue dial. I sold it. I sold it because I wanted to buy another watch. So in order for me to free up funds for another watch, I sold it, and I regret it. Now I'm looking at the Breitling Super Ocean 44 with the ceramic bezel. So they actually came out with the ceramic bezel now, but it's black. So I am considering that right there. But the reason why I put Breitling in absolute class, because my Bentley has a Breitling in it. You know, so technically I do have a Breitling, but it's in the car. But what does that tell you? If Bentley puts a Breitling in there, that should say something about the class. Bentley's class, and obviously the Breitling's class. So yeah, that's where I put that one on there. Audemars Piguet, AP. I'm gonna put that on You've Made It. Okay. I do have an AP. I have a Royal Oak, and once again, it tells you, okay, bro, this guy's, you know, when I get out of my Porsche, when I get out of my cars, you know, people see it's like, oh, okay, this guy has an AP. Is it big dick energy? I mean, I think it could be. I think it could be big dick energy, but I'm gonna go ahead and put it on You've Made It, because yeah, that's a heavy hitter. Rolex. I'm gonna put Rolex as absolute class. Now, what's killing me, and the reason why I haven't put Rolex as You Made It, is because of the customer service and everything that's going on. That's one of the reasons why I switched brands. Ever since I bought my last Rolex from the AD, you probably saw my videos. They just treated me like garbage. They treat you like shit. And I'm sorry, man. I love the brand. I love what they offer and everything, but just the customer service just sucks, man. Just sucks. This is the reason I went back to Panerai. I went back to Cartier, but you know what? Let me just change it to You've Made It. Yeah, because I know some of you guys are gonna be like, "What? I made it." Okay, let's just call it You've Made It. It's not big dick energy. I mean, it would if their customer service just brought it up just a smidge. I think this is Cunningham. I've never heard of. I don't know what this is. Let's see. I think that's all of them. Oh, there's another Breitling. Let me put Breitling up here so we can actually see Breitling. There it is. I don't know why these don't show sometimes, but Omega, we did that one. Grand Seiko, Patek Philippe, Zenith, Seiko. Yeah, I think that's all of them. A lot of these are repeated already. But once again, guys, only one person made it to big dick energy, and that's Patek Philippe. Maybe one day I'll get one, and maybe even just an older one, just to say I have a Patek. But other than that, You've Made It was Cartier, Rolex, and Audemars. Absolute class was Breitling, Vacheron Constantin, Bulova, not unfortunately, but fortunately, JJ Lecour, Panerai. Yeah, definitely. Would consider Tudor. I would consider Timex and some Citizens. But yeah. Actual need more research. Omega. Everybody is Omega. What's that one Omega that they make? I don't know which one, but everybody talks about it. But maybe in the future, I don't know. Hopefully Omega will start blowing up where everybody wants that, and then maybe I'll jump on the bandwagon. But never heard of. But honestly, guys, the pieces of shit that are out there, my opinion, guys, my opinion. Movement, Tag Heuer, Versace, Gucci, Movado, Fossil, Grand Seiko. I don't know what else I put on there. Seiko, regular Seiko, but most importantly, Invicta. Come on, guys. My God, that's just garbage, man. Like I said earlier, it's like a Chrysler 300 with a Bentley symbol on it. I don't think so, guys. If you own an Invicta, throw all that shit away. Just get something better, man. You know, save up and get yourself at least, you know, I don't know, a Bulova. I'd rather rock a Bulova than an Invicta. But anyway, I'm making this actual video controversial. But guys, really quick, guys, thank you so much for watching my video. Hopefully you guys were entertained. If this video gets good views, I'll go ahead and do one of all the Rolex brands. Because there is some Rolex brands that I like, and I'm still striving to get some of these watches. So guys, thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Thank you so much for everybody that watches. Once again, guys, this is Ruben from EsquireLife.com. We will talk to you soon. Peace.